So we're here with Adam Chernick, and he's going to talk to us about his experiences with undergraduate research. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your area of study, and some interesting things about yourself?
Sure, my name's Adam. I'm in the health sciences program and I'm in my third year, majoring in biomedical sciences. So I do a lot of lab work and science courses and things like that. Some interesting things about me, I do a lot of volunteer work here on campus, so I help with Safe Walk and campus tours and things like that.
So you were involved in undergraduate research this past summer. What does that mean and what did you do?
So undergraduate research for me was a little bit different than what a lot of students do. I got to go and work in Tanzania for a month in the field where I studied implementing some new rapid diagnostic tests for malaria. And then I came back here and I worked for a month analyzing my data and writing all my results and things like that.
Was this research part required as part of your program to graduate?
This was optional, so I applied for it at Christmas and I was lucky enough to be selected to go.
That's really exciting.
Yeah.
Many students think that research is only for graduate students. So how were you able to do research as an undergraduate student?
So I just applied for this one, but I've done other research projects before where I've just found a supervisor who worked on something I was interested in. They were nice enough to help me out for the summer.
What kind of projects did you work on for those?
So after my first year I worked in a microbiology lab, did lots of the kind of stuff you'd see on CSI or something like that. And like I said, this last summer I worked in Tanzania.
What effect has being an undergraduate researcher had on your schoolwork?
It's definitely helped a lot. A lot of the things I've learned in these projects have been things that I come back and they teach me in class, so I already know it and I feel like it gives me a good head start.
It's really helpful.
It is.
What effect has undergraduate research had on your life and future goals?
It's definitely made me consider graduate school and research as a career more than I had before, so it's something I'm looking into, especially now that I'm getting towards the end of my degree.
Any specific ideas?
I like diagnostics and microbiology, so I'm looking there, but we're still keeping all the options open.
Can you tell us one thing that you had never imagined learning while doing your research?
I think one of the biggest things there, learning about research, was how different things are done in Africa and the little things that are so challenging. Just getting clean water and things like that is a big challenge for us.
Make you appreciate living here a little more?
For sure.
Do you have any advice for students who would like to get involved in undergraduate research?
I think the biggest thing is just to apply for all of the options that come across in your email and things like that. Even if you don't think you're qualified, chances are you might be the only one applying. You might get an opportunity that no one else knew of, so definitely try.
And what attributes or skills make a good researcher?
I think the biggest thing is patience. Things don't always go your way on the first round, so just try again and eventually it'll come to you.
Any closing remarks?
Just stick with it. It's a long haul to get through all of the work, but it's definitely worth it in the end.
Kingston, and she's going to talk about what it means to be an undergraduate researcher. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your name, your area of study, and one interesting thing about yourself?
Okay, my name is Jarrett Kingston, and I'm a political science major. I just graduated, and I have an interest in truth and reconciliation and national healing after conflict and violence. An interesting thing about myself is not so long ago, but recently I was in the circus for a little bit.
So you were involved in undergraduate research. What does that mean exactly?
It's an opportunity to pursue your own specific interests, to put together your own methodology, and to come to understand the subject matter in your own way.
Was your research required to graduate, like part of your program or outside of it?
Well, I did two separate projects, and one of them was in order to gain my honors designation, so that was a program requirement. But the other one I took on during the last summer of my undergraduate degree, and that was just out of personal interest.
Many students think that research is only for grad students. How are you able to do research as an undergrad?
Well, I pursued it through the Program for Undergraduate Research Experience, or the PURE program, which is a fantastic program that the university invests a lot of time and money into. It's a great way to apply for grants and get that experience, as well as to obtain a little bit of financial benefit out of it.
What effect has undergrad research had on your schoolwork?
Well, it was a great opportunity to connect with some of the faculty members in my department, and as well it really taught me a lot about owning a project myself, being responsible for the methodology, and having free reign. So you're not constrained by the parameters of your classroom or the subject matter that's taught in it. Whatever interests you most, you have an opportunity there to pursue your passion.
Can you tell us one thing you never imagined learning while doing research?
In my very first project, I had an opportunity to learn a few Maya words. So I was able to learn that the Maya word for dog is very similar to the French word for nose, and it's just nez.
We're here with Jarrett Jigani, and he's going to talk about his experiences with undergraduate research. Can you start by telling us about yourself, your area of study, and some interesting things about yourself?
Yeah, of course. So I'm in my fourth and final year of mechanical engineering here at the Charlotte School of Engineering, and I'm in the energy environment specialization. So it's kind of a new program that's been piloted in the past few years. The second actually year to graduate from the program, it's been really unique seeing the entire perspective of energy environmental issues. And I've been involved with a lot of things on the university campus here. I'm currently the president of the Petroleum and Energy Society. So that's the SP student chapter here on campus.
So you were involved in a couple of undergraduate research projects through internships. Can you tell us what that means and what you studied?
Yeah, of course. So I was involved with 2 projects in specific over my internship. And I guess for those of you that aren't familiar, the internship is a 16-month program, and I did a 4-month and a 12-month portion of that program. And so there were incredible opportunities for me to get really involved with the project and spend a significant amount of time on it and actually understand the commercial value to it. And so the 2 different projects I was involved with were in different fields, and so that was another great opportunity for me just to be able to see 2 different parts of the industry, the oil and gas industry itself, one from the drilling side, the other one from the reservoir side. So it was a really great opportunity.
Many students think that research is only for graduate students. How do you get involved as an undergraduate student?
Yeah, I disagree with that. I think there's a lot of opportunities for undergraduate research out there, and I was lucky enough that a lot of the work that I did, I actually submitted my abstracts to the American Association of Drilling Engineers. They had a conference in Houston back in April 2010, and I went down there and presented my work against 10 graduate students from across the United States and ended up actually winning the top prize. And so that was a very humbling experience for me. I never expected to do so well, but it does show that undergraduate research has a purpose, it has a point.
What effect has this research had on your life and your future goals?
Oh, it's had a great effect. It's been very positive. Like I said earlier, I've had the opportunity to travel down to Houston and present at conferences. I presented at 2 conferences here in Calgary as well, and I'm sure there'll be more opportunities and more research that I'll try to get involved with and present at. So in my life, it's had a very positive experience. It's allowed me to learn about myself and learn about what I'm good at, gain some good soft skills, public speaking skills, and that's something that a lot of people don't really understand about research. They don't really see that value in it. That, aside from the research, there's the portion of presenting the research and showcasing what you've done, and that's really important for people to be able to get out there and let people know that they've been doing some good stuff.
Do you have any advice for students who are interested in getting involved in research?
Yeah, I do. I would say 3 things, probably 3 important things. First of all is to try and look at some areas that you would really be interested in getting involved with. Take your time and really evaluate why you want to get involved in it, what areas that you can get involved with. The second thing would be to talk to people, professors, industry, peers, anybody that you think might care about anything, and let them know that you're interested in this. Really do let them know that I would like to get involved with this research, and I'll be patient, but I want to be involved in some capacity. People will listen, and people will remember that. And I guess the third thing is just to have patience, because research opportunities don't come up out of the blue. And sometimes they do, but if it's a topic that you're specifically interested in, have some patience, and something will arise for sure.
Okay, I'm here with Chris, Alex, and Emily, and they're here to talk to us about undergraduate research. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Your name, your area of study, and one interesting thing about yourself.
My name's Alex Chernykh, and I'm a health sciences student with a major in biomedical sciences, and I have celiac disease.
My name is Emily Hicks. I'm also in health sciences, doing major in biomedical sciences, and I play piano.
My name is Kingston. I'm in biological sciences, and I manage the finances for the team this year.
So you were involved with undergraduate research. What does that mean?
Well, we were part of an undergraduate research team, so kind of a group of 8 of us spent 4 months of our summer working in a lab and in a classroom and doing a research project that we're going to present at an international competition at MIT next week.
Many students think that research is only for grad students. How are you able to do your research as an undergrad?
iGEM is actually an undergraduate competition. We have grad students as supervisors, but pretty much all of the work is actually done by undergraduate students.
Can you tell us one thing you never imagined learning while doing research?
I guess with iGEM being such a multidisciplinary project, undergraduate students are responsible for a lot of things that go on, including the managing of finances. And in doing so, we have to contact a whole bunch of big biotech companies. And we get to actually talk to a bunch of higher-ups, including VPs and CEOs, so I would never imagine that.
What advice would you give to students looking to get involved in undergraduate research?
Join iGEM.
What skills or attributes do you need to be a good researcher? I think you really just need to be motivated and willing to be open to learn new things, especially in iGEM. You are oftentimes forced to kind of partake in things that are very much out of your area of study, so you need to be open to that and willing to learn anything.
Thank you.